What's up, it's Phil from Fit World Exposed. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the leg press and how I like to do it, because a lot of people give the leg press a very bad reputation in the fitness world. They say it's an ego lift, it's a sissy lift, and that you can lift way too much weight and it doesn't carry over to powerlifting, to strongman, all these other sports. But I think that for the goal of bodybuilding and building some big, meaty tree trunk legs, it's an amazing exercise. But in this episode, I'm going to show you guys how I like to do it, or at least how I used to do the leg press back in the day to build up bigger legs. Secondly, I just want to explain that just because a lift may not carry over super well to squat or a standing lift, it doesn't make the lift necessarily worthless. So leg presses have been around for tons of decades. They're a time-tested exercise. It's very rare that you're going to see a bodybuilder who has these huge legs who doesn't do leg presses. Now, the issue I have with leg presses, I feel like a lot of people go way too heavy, and that's what this episode is all about. I'm going to help you guys get a lot more out of less weight, and that way you won't have to use every plate in the gym. You still get some great legs. You're going to bump up the reps, and it's going to hurt a lot, but it's going to deliver results. Okay, so as you can see, we got the leg press apparatus right here. I took two of the thickest bands I had lying around and I double wrapped them. So as you can see, double wrapped. The setup is very easy. I double wrapped them before I even put any plates on the leg press apparatus. That's the setup. It starts from the bottom up. Okay, so here I am lying at the leg press. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it. So as you can see, we got the thick double bands wrapped around. And the leg press is also starting from the bottom. So I'm not starting from the top. So I'm doing it as a concentric based movement to get more out of less weight. Because if you start all the way from the top, you get the eccentrics, you get to lift heavier. But if you start from a dead stop right here, you don't have to lift as heavy. Another change I like to make in this lift is I don't go below 25 reps. So I like 4 sets of 25 for the high volume and the 100 rep total. Okay, so I could already hear a lot of my audience saying, Phil, why are you getting so fancy and complicated? Just do the regular conventional exercise or just do some squats. But this channel, I'm trying to show you guys that there's different lifts that you could do for high exercise selection to hit your muscles in different ways. And you can't just do squats. You can't just do back squats and front squats. You have to have some variety in your training. Even powerlifters, to a certain extent, will do some leg presses for high reps just to build up some muscle for extra volume at the end of their sessions. So the bands, on the other hand, are going to accommodate the resistance. So now the curve of the lift is going to be different. It's going to be a lot harder as you're coming up to the top, as opposed to if you don't have the bands, the second half of the lift is pretty much just a joke. So the bands make it more challenging overall. You get more out of less weight. You don't have to load up every plate in the gym. And it just carries over well to other lifts too, because now your quads are going to be stronger at the lockout. So that may carry over a bit more to your standing lifts as well. Last but not least, I like to also do all my reps with the pause at the bottom. I don't like fast touch and go leg presses, because you could already go super heavy to begin with due to the biomechanics of the lift. So we're getting the most out of less weight, and we don't have to load up every plate in the gym if we do it this way, and it's just a more efficient way to go about things. So pause reps, high reps, band, and starting from the bottom. So I'm gonna do a little demonstration for you guys. Okay? And also, as far as your feet in different places, if you want to get more outer quad sweep, you could do a V with your feet, go wide, you could go close. Okay, as you can see. So now there's a lot of tension at the top. Pause. Yeah, so there you guys have it. That's the banded pause leg press. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now keep in mind a few key points. I don't recommend you make this a main lift. This is really for like your light days. This is really like a finisher. It's a pump exercise, at least in my opinion. And it's not the lift that you have to make a staple. You can just use it to finish off high reps just to get a really good pump. At least that's what I used to do. And I might even come back to this lift in the future if I feel like it. But for bodybuilders or for people who just want to build some tree trunk legs, banded leg presses should for sure be a staple in your program. They're also very easy on the low back. So you can do all your back squats, your front squats, you do your lunges, your RDLs and stuff. You can finish off with some banded leg presses to really hammer those thighs. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. See you guys in the next episode.